Hey everybody, it's Matthew here today. I had so much fun making those wind spinners with you on Wednesday with Fun with Seeds that I thought maybe I'd make a short little video just to show some of our other friends who maybe didn't get to join us. I'm going to use this fancy little plate. And if you've got a plate that has no design on the one side, color both sides because then it'll really make those colors really show. So I'm going to take my markers and I'm going to do a few designs, a few pictures on my paper plate here. What we got here, I got purple, green, orange, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to try my best guess to find the center, the middle of our plate. And I'm going to take my pen and I'm just going to poke a hole. So just poke a hole. See? Nice and simple. Nothing too big, but nothing too small. Because I want to grab my piece of twine or yarn or any kind of string. And I'm going to get the end and I'm going to push it right through. We see that? It's kind of like a little worm popping out. So I'm going to go all the way through and leave just a little bit at the bottom. And this is where it gets tricky because I've got to tie it. Tie it. Make sure that the knot is big so that the string doesn't go through the hole, right? We got that hole, we got that knot. Look, looks like it's gonna fit. It's not gonna go through. That's good. You know, I'm gonna tie it one more time just to be safe, right? And if we're still not good with our knots, we can ask an adult, right? So now we've got it attached. And even just right here, that looks like a pretty nifty little spinner, right? Almost like a flying saucer. Woo! But we want to make it a little bit more fancy. We want it to really get wild. So I'm going to take my scissors here and I'm going to cut. And I'm going to cut kind of like a spiral pattern. And that's where it's really handy to have the paper plates with like the edges on them, because then it makes it a little easier to know that we have to go all the way around. And we spin our plate as we cut. It's just a little easier to get that circle, that spiral, right? So as we're cutting, we're kind of turning our plate. If we need help with this, we can ask an adult, but it's also really good practice, right? When we learn how to use our scissors. Oh, okay. So we see now my paper plate got a little bit of wiggling going on here. But if you look, when I hold it out, look at that. See, it kind of spirals out. It's pretty neat. It's got all these different colors. And think about it. We just use one paper plate, some markers, and a piece of string. And we already have our wind spinner. So watch. Extra fun flair. I've got here some strips of ribbon, and you can use, I don't know, you can use pine cones attached to strings to dangle down. You can grab, nice colorful feathers. You can even find different other colors of string. You can do all sorts of different things to add if you want to have stuff dangling down. It just adds that extra little bit to wave in the wind. So I'm going to take stapler, and you can use tape. Tape was a really good idea that some of our families were using on Wednesday when we made these. Tape is a really good idea. You could try glue. It takes a little longer to dry, right? Hot glue guns definitely work. Got to be careful. You don't want to get burnt. Well, I like the nice little stapler, and I'm just gonna staple a few of these neat little ribbons along. You know, I'm gonna give that one. I'm gonna give that one an extra staple. Looks like it might come off. Let's see. Oh, a few more ribbons here. A few more ribbons. We like this nice little bit of color here. I always like color. It's so funny. I have so many black shirts in my wardrobe, but I love color. That's why today I'm wearing my purple t-shirt. It's got nice pink on it, and you can't really notice it in the lighting, but the gray here, it's actually a sparkly silver. It's pretty fun. And look it. So now we've added almost like tentacles to an octopus or to a squid. So we've got that right there. And before I hang that up outside to show you, I also want to show you what we could do with a bottle. And this is a juice bottle that I've cut the bottom off of. I'm going to hang on to that bottom. You never know, we might need it for another craft. It's good for using as a little tray if we want to put a lot of paint there when we're painting, right? It's always fun to try to recycle, reuse things. So I've taken my bottle and I peeled the label off, and I took my black permanent marker, which doesn't really show too well, but gives it a little bit. I also took my silver marker and I colored it. And again, I'm just doing this quick, but you can use paint, you can use different colors of like tape. I know duct tape has all sorts of fun, neat colors. But again, just like with our paper plate, you want to just start cutting. And cutting almost like a spiral all the way around. You hear that? It's almost like a wind chime when it dangles in the wind. A little fun, right? Yeah. And again, we can put some string to this and we can hang it up, or we can, if we find a branch that's kind of, a good little branch that we can break, or that's broken. We shouldn't break branches, but if nature already broke it, we can stick it on like that, and so it hangs and dangles. So right now, I'm going to show you, it's raining right now outside. At least it's raining here where I am. So I'm not going to hang this one up just yet. But let me show you what I did the other day. Outside here, we've got, yeah, 1 and 2. There they are, just dangling. Kind of got soggy in the rain. And you can enjoy all summer long, all fall long, the last little bit of spring that we have. You can enjoy them. And you know what's so much fun? They're so easy to make. You can make them again and again and again. So thank you very much for joining me. We made wind spinners today. It was so much fun. I would love to see what you made. Maybe send me some pictures. I would love that. Thank you so much and have a fantastic day.